What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another tournament recap for Season 7, Week 4. The Sunday tournament was won with Zombies by SS Wakizashi. This is the third tournament win for Zombies, so it's probably made its place as the best aggro deck in the format, I would say. I think it's like easy to say that. Pretty solid deck, you know. I mean, if you've probably seen this like a million times, but let's just go over it again. 1 mana, 2 drops, 2 powered creatures, and Direct Will or Sarcomancy. Deadweight and Vendetta are kind of like cheap removal spells that you really need in this format for things like Rafellos or even other zombie decks. Well, the Vendetta is not as good, but it's good enough as a one of. Shambling Ghoul, really sad 2-drop, but you kind of need 2 drops in this format, or just in general as an aggro deck, so Shambling Ghoul makes the cut. And then the 12 Lord effects, Lord of the Accursed, Cemetery Reaper, Lilia's Mastery. They all do different things at different times. This is kind of an overrun style effect, giving all your creatures menace when needed. This kind of lets you grind through other creature removal decks. You just kind of like eat up your own creatures when they die, get more zombies, or eat your opponent's creatures. And Lilia's Mastery sort of lets you come back into the game. It's a good mana sink for your Lake of the Dead here. But yeah, it just makes 6 power on its own. And just better with all your other zombies here. And then Dark Salvation, the pretty awesome zombie removal spell. It's always a 2-for-1. It'll make a guy and kill a guy. That's pretty much what will always do it. Wakizashi's sideboard's a little better than the other zombie decks. It has Thranduil's in it. Because one of the hardest cards to deal with against this deck is Light of Day. So Thranduil's will make all your cards colorless, so they can attack right through with Light of Day. So I'm actually surprised it doesn't play 4, but there's not too many good performing white decks. There's a couple, but not a lot. But this card needs to be included in every sideboard if you're playing zombies. Skin Render, just extra removal spell, a little more 2-for-1s. Little Read the Bones here, Lay Bare, just card advantage spells or discard spells in that general. Ultimate Prize is good in the Mirror. Nature's Rune for the green decks, and a couple Cenotomes for those graveyard decks. Straight up Scarab Beast, so you don't really need much. Yeah, I mean, Zombies is just a pretty oddly resilient deck, I would say. It's really aggressive, but it has like really good late game potential, especially in things like Cemetery Reaper and like Lilia's Mastery. Just having like single cards that can continue to create creatures is really good. Dark Salvation is also really amazing. It's just like a pretty solid removal spell outright. It's all powered by Lake of the Dead. Lake of the Dead, like, is it's a super powerful card in this format. That doesn't really get to see a lot of play, but in the mono black decks or the black centric decks, it's really good. And which is why there's 25 lands in here, because there's just not a you just always want the swamps coming through with the Lake of the Dead. So I'm not really sure what else to say about the deck. It's just a pretty solid aggro deck. If you're looking to get into this format and you want just an aggro deck to start with, I think Zombies is probably the best one. It has, like I said, it's very resilient. It attacks fast. It has a good late game. It's just kind of hosed by really specific cards. You know what I mean? But overall, it just has a good game against everything. I think it's good. It's good at pressuring the control decks. It's good at like even the other aggro decks. You just kind of make bigger guys. You have 12 lords, and you have this card that just makes 2 guys. You know what I mean? And they're all just like pretty decent guys, except for Shambling Ghoul. But I mean, it's fine. He just gets a slot. He has to get the slot here. There's no other good 2-drop, I don't think. And if you do have a 2-drop, let me know. If you want to check out the decks from this tournament, you can check the description below. There'll be a link there. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.